In an embarrassing start for the new LNP government, Campbell Newman has defended sacking his police minister just 2 weeks into the job. David Gibson was allegedly caught speeding while driving without a licence earlier this year.
Campbell Newman promised his government would be different, and it is, setting some kind of speed record for ministerial scandal.
He's let us all down. He's let the people of Queensland down.
Automatic 3-month suspension of my driver's licence.
The rockiest start I've ever seen to a government in Queensland's political history.
2 weeks to the day after being sworn in as police minister, David Gibson is gone. A speeding fine mid-last year wasn't paid. His driver's licence was suspended in November. Gibson continued to drive and was caught speeding again in February. Just before Easter, this was his road safety message.
I don't want to see one Queenslander get a fine this Easter period. What I do want to see is people drive safely and to the conditions.
He apparently didn't heed his own advice. When Can Do last night asked for a please explain, the police minister couldn't.
He was unable to give me a satisfactory explanation, sadly, and I can't understand why he didn't take action to pay the fine.
I make no excuses for this. I am human, and the payment of this fine was simply overlooked.
The speedy acting proof, the Premier says, of his promise to make ministers accountable. As for the fallen minister, well, the Premier says David Gibson should go back to Gympie and serve his electorate. And today, that's exactly where the hugely embarrassed and severely damaged former minister was, with no real apology and no answers to questions either.
Mr Gibson, how many times have you been caught speeding?
Former policeman Jack Dempsey will be the new police minister. He and the rest of Cabinet now on notice.
They actually have to have it in here. They've got to have that integrity and character in here.
Now, the police commissioner revealed some of the inside story about how all of these events unfolded. He said it was just through the normal routine course of doing security checks on new cabinet ministers that they unveiled, they found out about Mr Gibson's driving record. Now, the police commissioner says he had to meet with his police minister twice and tell him that in effect he was going to be part of a police investigation and that there would be a formal police interview. So Andrew and Eva really, as the Premier said, I mean, David Gibson found himself in a quite untenable situation.
And a very short spell in office. Phil, thank you.